Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to Pass Pirate Pay, the movie discussion show. My name is Ken. I'm your host alongside my co-host, Andy. Andy, how you doing today?
Good.
Good to hear.
Good.
So yeah, this week on the show, we've got 3 movies about game shows.
Yeah.
So what do you think? You like game shows?
I don't hate them.
Yeah.
I think they're fun.
Yeah.
Like, I watch them at my parents' house mostly.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I was a big game show person. I always loved, whenever you stay home from school.
Oh, that was great.
You just
And watch
always
The Price is Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But then, the other ones like Tic-Tac-Toe and
Scrabble. I remember Scrabble.
Yeah, that was a great game. Chuck Woolery.
Hollywood Squares was always
Oh,
fun.
loved Hollywood Squares. But then
that was not really a game show. I guess it was, but
yeah,
it was more of a...
It's like the match game, right? Where it's just an excuse to get celebrities to goof around. And, it's always fun. I love the match game, too. The one from the 70s is so much fun because they didn't give a shit about playing that game. They were just there. They were just there goofing around, which is awesome, But yeah, so this week, our 3 movies are going to be 1994's Quiz Show, 2024's The Luckiest Man in America, and in theaters now, 2025's The Running Man.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, let's jump right in. Starting in 1994 with Quiz Show, movie's directed by Robert Redford. It is the true story, or based on the true story of the crooked game show 21 from the 50s, which is the real life story of how Congress actually started investigating these things, because back. It seems so quaint to think about now, where it's just like the scandalousness of someone being given answers on a quiz show.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, this is being broadcast over the airwaves, so this is a national crisis.
Yeah.
Nowadays, that's just adorable.
Yeah.
This movie, it stars your guy Rob Morrow.
Yes, from Northern Exposure.
Yeah, so you love Northern Exposure. It's a show that I've never seen.
That's our next podcast. Watching Northern Exposure from top to bottom. Going over each episode.
Oh boy. Yeah. So I honestly don't know. I love this. I love Quiz Show. I mean, let's get it out of the way. I've seen this movie a bunch of times. I don't know that I've ever seen Rob Morrow in anything else. It's really strange.
He does a lot of TV.
Yeah.
I think he did that movie because he was like super hot at the time.
Yeah, right.
Northern Exposure was like really popular right around then.
Yeah. So yeah, he plays the congressional investigator Dick Goodwin. So I'm guessing the real Dick Goodwin has a really strong Boston accent. So that's why Rob Morrow is really, really leaning into it. Like, I think he's really good in this movie, but man, that accent is on the verge of preposterous. But yeah, so then it also stars John Turturro as Herbie Stemple, who is one of the game show contestants who had been given the answers and then told that he had to take a dive by the producers of the show so that the next guy, Charles Van Doren, who's played by Ray Fiennes, so that he could be the new champion and, boost the ratings. And yeah, basically that's the whole story of this movie. This movie, man, the staggering number of people who are in this movie, just like people who are somebody, like, it's just a who's who of, that guy. Oh, I know him. I know her. Like, Griffin Dunn shows up for just like one scene. Martin Scorsese plays the president of Geritol.
I was surprised to see that.
Not only Scorsese, did you know that the guy who plays the host of the Today Show, Dave Garroway, that's Barry Levinson.
Oh, is it?
I had no idea because I never knew what Barry Levinson, but I remember hearing that not too long ago.
I'd have never guessed that.
Yeah, but it's also Ileana Douglas is there, Christopher McDonald, aka Shooter McGavin, he comes around, Hank Azaria, David Paymer. There's just so many. Timothy Busfield shows up for one scene. He's just there to play poker.
Yeah,
it's really it's just crazy. There's all these people here. I don't know. So I remember hearing somewhere that Robert Redford hates television.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which kind of makes a lot of sense in this movie, right?
Yeah.
Because there's an undercurrent, because it's the 50s, right? It's the very beginning of television. It's the first, people are just starting to get them into their homes. And a lot of the characters in this movie are either like over the moon, super psyched about what television can do. Turturro's character at one point says that this is the biggest thing since Gutenberg and the printing press, But like other times it's like Charles Van Doren's parents, they don't even have a television. So he's like making all of this obscene money on TV and his parents have never even watched it because they don't have a TV. Or like Rob Morrow's wife, who's, Mira Sorvino, she played by Mira Sorvino.
Yeah.
She's also in this movie. They have a TV in their room and he's like, she yells at him for smoking a cigar in the bedroom. He's like, oh, but we can have a television in here, huh? That's okay. So yeah, I just thought it's an interesting point in history, in the history of this country and the history of entertainment, and it does seems pretty clear that Redford is coming down on the side that this television thing is maybe not the great thing that everybody thinks it is.
Before the mid 90s, you could easily make an argument for television being garbage.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, it was brain rotty.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Just dumb stuff.
For sure.
With very few standouts.
Yeah.
You know, and mostly just like sitcoms.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I like TV, but you're absolutely right. Like, but there did come a turning point, like probably right around when The Sopranos hit.
Mid 90s. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say earlier.
Okay.
I would say like West Wing, which was around the same time as Sopranos,
right.
a little bit earlier. But Northern Exposure and Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
Kind of both. I think they started prestige television.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Yeah, like Northern Exposure, Twin Peaks, and then Oz, and then all of a sudden TV is for real.
Right.
But like up until that point, you could be the kind of, asshole who would be like, "Well, I don't have a television." Like you can look down on everybody for saying that.
Yeah.
Like that's just not the case anymore because we had a thing happen where it flipped on us, where it used to be TV was the thing that everybody was watching and movies were more niche, right? Where it's like, everybody in the world watched the finale of MASH or everybody saw, Jack Ruby get shot on TV or whatever. That television was the thing everybody did. And movies, things, there were big blockbusters, but there's also, a lot of smaller stuff.
Yeah.
But now it's like,
the landscape of television is so large.
There's so many different streaming services and channels and different providers. It's like the monoculture has shifted towards movies, right? Where it's just like, here's the new Avengers movie, and that's the thing that everybody is going to be talking about, or like Barbenheimer or something like that. Where it's just like now the big events, apart from like the Super Bowl, they're way more likely to be movies.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what did you think about this movie?
I liked it. I didn't love it. I liked it. I thought, for me, the standout was John Turturro.
Yeah, I think he's fantastic.
I think he was great in it. Playing just the annoying Jew.
Yeah. When I was watching it, I watched it with Josh for the most recent time that I seen it. And I said to him that I don't know that I have a performance of John Turturro's that I like more than this one.
Not even the Jesus?
Not even the Jesus. Well, the Jesus is just two scenes,
Yeah.
So it's kind of unfair. But yeah, like I don't know that he's ever been better than he was in this movie. I think he's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
But I love Ralph Fiennes. You have to think like 1 year or before this movie, he's playing the Nazi,
I didn't know where that
camp
lied
guy.
in the.
Yeah, it was 1 year before this. He plays the guy in Schindler's List, and it's just like, man, because he's so like charming in this movie. He's just really affable, and it's just like, man, for this guy to be the same guy as that guy.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, I'm a huge Ralph Fiennes fan always, but I think he's really excellent in this movie.
Yeah, I could understand like John Turturro's performance was so good. I could understand why they wanted him to win initially.
Yeah.
And why they wanted him to lose.
Yeah, right.
Because after a while, he's annoying.
He's
kind of annoying.
He absolutely is.
And he was really good at playing that.
Yeah. Yeah, he is super unlikable. He is not a fun guy to hang out with.
Right, but he is an underdog.
Yeah,
and we like to root for underdogs.
Right. The thing that most sells me on the other part of what you're saying is when he is testifying before Congress, he's like making all these jokes and cracking all these fun, and he's just riffing. He's just up on the stand, basically doing stand up.
Yeah,
and everybody in the Congress is laughing at his jokes. And he's just like, oh, this guy's actually kind of charming. He is obnoxious, and he's got this crazy sense of entitlement, and it's really annoying. But at the same time, you could see why people want to have this guy in their homes, winning all this money on 21. It's totally believable.
I read an article about Jeopardy, and since they removed the limits on how much you could win, that it attracted more professional trivia people.
Okay.
And
I mean,
it
that
made it
makes
less
sense.
fun.
Yeah.
It made it less cool. It's not like a mailman from Idaho can win it anymore.
Yeah.
You know, or can go long distances or anything.
Right.
And they said it's kind of made the show worse to watch, but they said that when someone goes a long time, it's like a ratings juggernaut.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Like they love it when someone goes a long time.
Yeah, because the only way people are ever talking about Jeopardy anymore is like, oh, did you hear there's got a guy on there who won 15 games in a row, right? Otherwise, you know, it's our parents. That's who's watching Jeopardy.
Speaking of which, guess who was at our Boulder Highwayman show today?
Oh, was James Holzhauer there?
Jeopardy James Holzhauer was one of the about 8 or 10 people at our show today.
That's really funny. Was he there with anybody else that you
Mark.
knew? Oh, Mark was there. Okay.
And Josh and Danny, they were all there.
Oh, that's cool.
So it was a fun crowd.
That's fun. Wow, that's cool.
We are friends with a champion who was not given any answers.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
that we know of.
Yeah, that guy. He's got a remarkable mind. Yeah, that is funny because the last time I can remember really even talking about Jeopardy is when James Holzhauer was on, because I mean, obviously we all know him, but like the fact that we know him leads people who know us to be like, oh, you know him? What's he like? And it's like my mom is obsessed. She was
so weird, isn't it?
When she found out that I knew him, she's like, go tell me all about him. It's just like
my mom too.
Yep.
My mom and dad have been fans of Jeopardy forever.
Yeah. My mom too. Like, it's just a huge thing. I mean, I like Jeopardy too, but it's just the kind of thing where it's, you know, it's on every day. You can just forget it kind of exists every once in a while.
I actually have a follow them on YouTube.
Okay.
And I get all the Final Jeopardies.
Just
to my YouTube.
Yeah,
and I'm
that
like, this is fine.
I don't subscribe, but every once in a while it comes up on my YouTube feed, and I'm just like, oh, okay. I'll see if I know the Final Jeopardy question today. I just really like this movie. I basically like everybody in this movie. I really like David Paymer and Hank Azaria as the two network producers.
Yeah.
They're just like doing this weird buddy comedy act that's going on anytime they're doing, you know. I just think they're really funny. And this is Hank Azaria before anybody had really even seen him. Like, he was on The Simpsons, but you don't see him there. And it's just like, he's just doing Hank Azaria stuff, and he's just really funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I really enjoy this movie. I don't know what more there is to say.
Yeah, I liked it too. It was good. It was good how it played out. It did shock me that they were giving, when John Turturro admitted that he was getting the answers to, that was shocking.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, the whole thing is just a giant setup.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. It's just that the network didn't care about anything other than just trying to juice the ratings in any way they can and, you know, sell more Geritol.
Yeah.
I do think it's funny that, like, they set out, Dick Goodwin, Rob Morrow's character, is like, I'm gonna clean up this entire institution. We're not interested in going after the players who got the answers. We're taking down the system. But it's just like, the system just wins. The system is always going to win. Like, the guy who's played by David Paymer, he's the one who takes the fall for all of the stuff that happens. And then in the 70s, the real life guy winds up creating, I think, Tic-Tac-Toe. And Jack Barry, who's played by Christopher McDonald, who's the host, he winds up hosting it. And these guys just make millions and millions. It's just like a couple years go by. Don't worry about it. Everything's,
like, we're going to make a show where the answers don't even matter.
Right. Yeah, exactly. You know, and it's just, this is the way it is. So yeah, I mean,
those were also really hard questions.
Really, really hard questions.
Yeah, like I would have never known probably almost all of them.
Yeah, it's crazy that they, like, if these were the kind of questions that they'd be asking, like,
and how could you possibly think that people knew this shit?
Right. It's like, yeah, there's one where they ask a bunch of questions about the midnight ride of Paul Revere.
Yeah, like, what was the horse name? Who he borrowed the horse from?
Was the horse a mare or a stallion?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, what? Who? How could you possibly be expected to know these things? It's crazy.
And they didn't.
Right. Yeah. One thing I thought was interesting. This movie came out in 1994, same year as Pulp Fiction and Shawshank and Forrest Gump.
Yeah, that was a big year.
Yeah, so it was up for Best Picture. The only acting nomination for this movie is for Paul Scofield, who plays Charlie's dad.
Really?
Really strange to me. He's like a really hugely heavyweight Shakespearean actor in England. So I guess maybe that's how he snuck in. But yeah, I mean, if you're talking about actors who should be nominated for this movie, like that guy is.
There were like 3 other ones I can think of.
Yeah, way down the list. I mean, it's crazy. But of course, this was the year that that Martin Landau won for Ed for playing Bela Lugosi and Ed Wood over Sam Jackson in Pulp Fiction. Which I love Ed Wood. I love Martin Landau in that movie.
I can't knock that. That was iconic.
He's great. But Sam Jackson in Pulp Fiction, that's one of the best movie performances ever.
But it was also like a breakout performance, and he's going to have his day. Has Sam Jackson won an Oscar?
No, the only time he's ever been nominated is for Pulp Fiction.
Oh, that's a travesty.
Isn't that sick?
He should have been nominated for Django. Loved him in Django.
Oh, boy. That's pretty problematic.
Still, he was really good.
All right. Anyway, so yeah.
All right. So, pass pirate, pay for quiz show. Ken.
Absolutely a pay for me.
Yeah, I'll pay for this one. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. Just because Rob Morrow's in it.
Wow, that's right. All right, our second movie today is The Luckiest Man in America from 2024, directed by Samir Oliveros. This is also a true story, based on a true story about a man named Michael Larson who went on the game show Press Your Luck. Did you like Press Your Luck, Andy?
I did like Press Your Luck. When I was a kid, I loved it.
Absolutely. It was so
Watched it
good.
at my grandma's house.
Yep, the whammies, just everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the true story of this guy who basically bought himself a really fancy VCR and taped a bunch of episodes of Press Your Luck and started to figure out that when they're playing the big board with the whammies, there's patterns, and he's just memorized the patterns.
Just beat the game.
Just so that he always knows there are like 3 spots on the board that are never going to be a whammy, and they're usually almost always going to be something plus an additional spin so that he can just keep spinning and spinning forever and ever. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's what he did. So yeah, this movie just basically shows what's going on there. In the movie, Michael Larson is played by Paul Walter Hauser.
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen YouTube clips of the real guy. He doesn't really.
I watched the documentary too.
I have not seen the documentary.
Yeah, it's very similar.
Yeah, but real Michael Larson does not look particularly like Paul Walter Hauser.
He kind of does.
But
look like Fat Kenny Rogers.
But like the way that he is portrayed in the movie is like he's like this intense, creepy weirdo, but like kind of likable guy, right? And Paul Walter Hauser just nails it. I think.
Yeah.
Like. You got to figure a guy who is going to take the time to memorize the patterns of the board on Press Your Luck
and then get himself on the show
is going to have to be kind of a weirdo.
Yeah.
And very intense, right?
That's a weird thing to pursue.
Right.
And he pursued it.
So yeah. So I feel like Paul Walter Hauser just kind of nails it, right? So the way the story plays out, very early on in the movie, they mentioned that like the most money anybody has ever won on Press Your Luck is something like $26,000. And he gets there very quickly. And then the movie from then on is just basically, are you going to keep going? And the answer is always yes. He's just always going to be, he's like, I'm just going to keep pressing my luck. I'm going to keep pressing my luck. And the people behind the scenes are freaking out about it. Eventually, they come to realize he figured out our system. They're like, oh no, what are we going to do? What are we going to do about it? And yeah, it gets pretty intense. And it's funny to think about because he winds up winning over $100,000, right?
Yeah.
But the money on Press Your Luck, the biggest number you can win is 5,000 in a spin, right? That's the biggest space on the board. But for a lot of the time, he's hitting stuff like 500 in a spin, like $1,500.
He's really, really hitting everything.
He's just he has to spin so many times to make this thing happen, and which is great cinematically, where it's just like because we get to see everybody's reactions as these things are happening.
Yeah,
like Arya Stark is in the background. She's the contestant coordinator or whatever. So she's like wrangling all these guys and yeah, I really enjoyed the interplay between Michael and the other two contestants. There's the guy on his right is the defending champion, and he's like a pastor or something, and he quickly becomes like, oh man, this is so amazing. I'm so happy for you. Like he's just totally like befriends him and he's rooting for him the whole way. And then the woman on his left is just can't handle it. She's so mad about this thing that's happening. Like, because it's her only chance ever. She came out to California to go
she
be
got
on
one
press.
spin and hit a whammy, and now this guy's just eating up all the money.
And she's just not having it. She's just pissed off about everything. And like, I really enjoyed that stuff. Yeah, I thought this was a really fun movie.
I thought, and I don't know if it actually went this way, but they were trying everything they could to get him off.
Right. To throw him
off the show or throw him off the game or just whatever.
Yeah, I don't think that stuff is real. I think that stuff was added for drama.
I mean, how much time did they really have? How much?
Yeah.
Was it just the day?
Well, so...
Because it felt like they were doing research on his background and find out who his family was. And
I think it was supposed to be all
going through his van.
They break into his van, which is on the lot.
Like, did that happen? I don't think that happened.
So the weak link of this movie, I think, is I don't know if this is based in reality or not, or if they just felt like they needed some extra drama. So Michael Larson is divorced or separated from his wife, and it's his daughter's birthday, and his wife is just basically like cutting him off from all contact. And so there's a lot of stuff going on that really adds nothing to the movie. I feel like all of the wife and daughter stuff is just padding, I think. Like there's a lot of drama.
Well, yeah, I think you needed to give him some sort of motivation.
Yeah.
That was a little more.
Yeah, I
gave the movie some heart.
I could see that, but then like you said about the studio people trying to throw him off his game. Like at one point, they call his wife and have the audio fed into the studio.
Yeah.
So he's like having this conversation with his ex-wife who hates him, and they like have this fight while he's sitting in the chair in the studio.
To throw him off his game.
To throw him off his game. Yeah. And it's just like, I don't know. I guess it's more fun for because he's an underdog, even though he's broken the system, he's totally beaten the system.
Yeah.
He's also this guy driving an ice cream truck, and he's unemployed.
He's definitely the underdog. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like David Strathairn is the executive producer or something in the show. He's really good. Really good. The movie turns at one point where it's just like, for the most part, it's like you said, everybody's trying to throw him off, and there's like, we got to get this guy out of here. He's ripping us off and everything, all of these things. But then one of the studio guys is like, hey, you're not thinking about this clearly enough. You have to realize that it's like we were talking about with Jeopardy, right? It's like, this guy is doing an amazing thing. We just need to put this on TV and advertise the hell out of it, and we're going to get the biggest ratings we've ever had.
Yep.
Because this is really great TV. And
that's
then
why the game show is there.
Yeah.
To sell bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. And eventually all of the studio people were like, oh, yeah, I guess that's fair. All right, let's go, Michael. Let's keep it going. It's going to be great. So I thought that was interesting. But yeah, there's also some fun behind the scenes stuff where it's just like the opening scene of the movie is David Strathairn and one of his other producers. They're auditioning people, and Michael Larson comes in, but he is using a fake name. He has taken somebody else's spot in the audition, and the other guy is like, we can't have this guy on the show. He's nuts. We got to get him out of here. But David Strathairn is like, no, that guy's good television. We're gonna put him on. We're gonna put him on, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
And then when like the higher up, like the CBS executives come in and like, who put this guy on TV? Strathairn's like, oh, it's that guy. He's the one in charge.
And Strathairn designed the patterns.
Right.
And he goes, how many patterns are there? He goes, 7. 7.
That's not enough. What are you doing? Yeah, so I thought it was pretty ridiculous. Walton Goggins plays Peter Tamarkin, the host of Press Your Luck.
Yeah,
and he's really having a good
great
time.
At everything.
Really having a good. You could tell Goggins is having a really good time making this movie. And it's just this is fun, just a fun movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have too much more to say about that, I guess.
All right. So, Ken, is the luckiest man in America? Is that a past pirate pay for you?
It's going to be a pay for me.
A pay for you? Really?
I'm surprised how much I liked it. I really am.
I liked it too.
Yeah.
Oh, I pay too.
Nice.
I'm going to pay too.
Double pay. Nice.
Right on. No whammy.
All right, our third and final movie today is 2025's The Running Man. This is directed by Edgar Wright. This is a remake of the Arnold Schwarzenegger Richard Dawson vehicle from the 80s.
Sort of.
And based on the same novella by Stephen King or Richard Bachman.
What did you think about the original Running Man?
I have never seen it, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Really strangely, I've never seen it.
Oh, it's I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing it as a kid and I liked it, but they took more of an American Warriors kind of approach.
Yeah.
It was like a closed set and like weird costumes, and they were like heroes and hunters and villains, and they were like professional wrestlers, kind of.
Yeah, I've definitely heard it's really over the top.
And Richard Dawson is awesome in it. He is so good. He's like a total slime ball, which...
Yeah,
he's perfect. You know,
Richard Dawson wasn't. I mean, you watch those old Family Feud episodes. He is kissing every single woman contestant on the mouth. Every single woman on that show gets a smooch on the mouth from Richard Dawson.
He's just a scumbag. And he just fucking dials it up to 11 in this, and it's great. It's great. It's worth it just for him.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I'll check it out. But this version, I think, I did read the novella, but so long ago I don't really remember
it. It's supposed to stick more closely to that.
It seems like it does, yeah.
And let's talk about Edgar Wright's previous films.
Yeah.
Because you were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, so the reviews for this movie were not good, and I think I knew initially that it was Edgar Wright, and then I forgot, and I was like, I don't want to see that movie. It doesn't look very good at all. And then I was like, oh, it's Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright.
I have done that with Edgar Wright movies.
Yeah.
I don't know who directs it, and I watch the trailer, and I'm like, I don't want to see that. And then I find out it's him, and I go, oh, I'll see it.
Right.
And then I see it, and it's really good.
Yeah. Going into this movie, Edgar Wright had never made a movie that I didn't like. My least favorite Edgar Wright movie going to this was the third Cornetto movie, or Cornetto, The World's End.
The World's End, yeah.
Which is kind of good. It's pretty funny.
I liked it.
It's pretty funny.
But yeah, it is. Out of those three, it is the worst.
Yeah.
And maybe out of all of them, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead are both incredible.
Scott Pilgrim was incredible.
Scott Pilgrim is awesome.
Baby Driver was good.
Baby Driver, Last Night in Soho.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the guy's he does
banger after banger.
Just doesn't miss.
Weird subject matters too, which I love.
Yep.
Subject matters that I would not be into.
Yep.
And he just kills it.
Yep. He's great. This movie stars Glenn Powell as the main guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like Glenn Powell.
I don't either. I thought there was some genuine bad acting in this.
There's just no other way to say it. Like, I have never seen that guy in anything where I'm like, that guy's good.
It makes everything feel like a Hallmark movie. It made The Running Man feel like a Hallmark movie.
Yeah. He's not given a tremendous amount to do in this movie. There's very few times where he's asked to do anything other than just be pissed off.
I think there were times where he was asked to be really emotional.
There are a couple scenes.
Yeah.
And
he doesn't pull it off.
He's just not up to it.
It was so bad. Like, it's so rare that you see bad acting nowadays.
Right.
You know, like, even like you don't really see it. You know, you only recognize it when you see it in like community theater,
right,
or Hallmark movies.
Yeah.
You know, like really bad made for TV movies.
Yeah.
I got that vibe watching him do this.
Yeah. Anytime. So the plot of the movie is it's a dystopian future. Corporations rule everything. And it's basically America now, but much worse, you know.
Yeah, just dialed up about two notches.
It's like the nightmare of Bernie Sanders' existence, right? Where income inequality has gotten so out of whack, where the poor people are just really, really poor.
Right.
So Glenn Powell has a wife and daughter. So he's been fired from a job because it's so lame. It's so lame. He's a hero, right? He's working some kind of, I don't know, some kind of job.
Like a mining job
or something. Yeah. And he realizes that there's like some kind of uranium or some shit that's poisoning all of the workers in this area, radiation, something going on. So he goes to a union representative and complains about it, and he's immediately fired and blacklisted. So like right off the bat, it's like, oh, this guy, he is a wonderful human being. And it's not even like the fear is that this radiation is going to cause all these guys to become sterile. And he's so selfless, it didn't affect him because he's one of these guys who gets to have a kid. He has a daughter, but he's selflessly putting his own interests behind the interests of all of his other people. It's so stupid. But yeah. So now his daughter has some kind of disease and they can't afford to get any kind of medication, and he can't get a job, and his wife is working like, I don't know, it's like a strip club or a brothel or something where she's not having sex with dudes, but she's clearly like making herself available to make them think that she could or something like that. You know, she's like a cocktail waitress at a strip club or something like that. Where it's like she's not actually a stripper, but she's stripper adjacent or prostitute adjacent or something. Yeah. So the only way that Glenn Powell can get money is by going on a game show. And there are all manner of game shows available at the network. And they go from, you know, Squid Game Light to Squid Game Heavy, basically. Yeah. Where it's just like, no matter what game show you're on, you're probably, it's like being on Wipeout is the easiest version of it, where you might have to, you know, take a fall 10 feet onto a lightly cushioned mat or something. Yeah. All the way up to the Running Man. And the Running Man is, they take 3 average everyday schmoes and send them out into the world, and they get money for every day that they're able to survive. There's this group of 5 dudes, these hunters. Yeah, that's basically it. They have to survive for 30 days with these hunters tracking them, and all of the people out on the streets are told that they can get reward money if they turn one of these runners in.
Dead or alive.
Yeah. So they're basically incentivizing everyone in the world to try to stop these people from competing in the Running Man to save, you know, to get this done. And one thing that the movie does well, an interesting thing about it is it's like super Fox Newsy, right? Where we're demonizing these poor people. It's just it's exactly like what you would see if you turn on Fox News or Newsmax or one of those other stations, where it's just like, the poor people are coming for you. They are going to hunt you down and kill you if you don't take this opportunity to turn them in when you get a chance, and we'll give you money for it. Yeah. So like, as soon as these 3 contestants are introduced, they're just immediately demonized. And like, so everybody in the audience is like booing and throwing stuff at them, and it's just like, it's so horrible. The Richard Dawson role in this movie is played by Coleman Domingo. He's the host of the show. And man, he's having a great time too. I really enjoyed Coleman Domingo as the MC of the game show. I thought he was really funny. Like he was just over the top and just having an absolute blast. Yeah. But yeah, so anytime there's a scene where Glenn Powell is forced to like talk about his daughter or his wife, and and he's trying to get emotional, it's just what you said. Like he's just not capable of doing the things that the movie needs him to do. Yeah. And it just really sinks the whole thing, I think.
I think it does too.
Yeah.
I think if you put a different actor in there, I don't know who, but a different actor, you would have had a whole different movie.
Yeah. Like, think about somebody, I don't know, maybe he's too old, but like Jake Gyllenhaal, like just a good actor who is also physically capable of doing the running around shit that he is doing, right? And like, I don't know, it could be an entirely better movie. You know,
Barry Keoghan or Keoghan?
Yeah, maybe he would have been good in it. He's a good actor. He's certainly interesting.
And so, he looks like a futuristic poor person.
But yeah, so like, I think that there are some things that this movie does well. Like, I like some of the futuristic touches that are on. Like, there are mailboxes that are just drones parked on a must be a charger, and when you drop something in the mail slot, the drone just flies away and takes it away to its destination. I thought those looked really cool, and I thought it was a really cool idea. There's a joke where all of the money has Arnold Schwarzenegger's picture on it. I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah. I really do think that there are some interesting haves versus have-nots, like social commentary. I think Edgar Wright.
I think so too.
I think Edgar Wright is aware,
which they really drilled down on in this version, and not really on the older version as much.
And yeah, so I was definitely reminded of The Long Walk, which came out earlier this year, also based on a Stephen King book.
Also class warfare kind
of thing, and like you remember the end of that movie? I guess spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Spoilers for The Running Man ahead. Skip to minute marker 37 minutes and 54 seconds, or the next chapter. You have been warned.
The end of that movie, the David Johnson character, the black dude, he is talking about how he wants to win and everything's going to be peaceful and like we're going to bring everybody together and it's going to be great. And then he winds up winning and then just shooting the bad guy at the end and just totally cops out. This movie cops out in the same kind of way where Glenn Powell is just like, I'm not going to play your game. I'm not going to do your thing. But then at the end, when the producers tell him he's just got to kill the hunters and everything's going to be okay, he just murders all the dudes. He just get like, after the whole movie where he's talking about like, I'm not going to be your pawn. I'm not going to do this thing. He just murders those dudes. It's like, he clearly doesn't stand for anything at all. So I don't know. I feel like there's a germ of a good idea here, but it just wasn't executed well. There's also a fun action movie here. Like there are some really fun, like the Michael Cera scene.
All the Michael Cera stuff was good.
Is great. He's like, he plays a total lunatic.
I think Michael Cera would have made a better Running Man.
I don't know if that's believable.
I would have liked to watch that more.
Right. So yeah, Michael Cera plays a guy who has a serious axe to grind against the government, the corporation, whatever. And he lives with his mom, who is psychotic, who just like, she's like bloodthirsty. She just like, all she wants in this world is to see Glenn Powell murdered. Like, she's just like, I can't have this. So Glenn Powell shows up at his house, and right when the bad guys are starting to swarm the house, Michael Cera's like, hold on. And there's like a whole like 10-minute Home Alone sequence, right? Where all of these booby traps in the house are going off and just killing all the soldiers that are sent to come kill these guys. It's like, that's fun. There was some fun stuff in this movie. I don't feel like the two halves of the movie get along with each other all that well. The social commentary and the action stuff. And the lead performance is just not good enough. And it's just, it's a missed opportunity for me, I think. Like it's just
I felt the same way. I felt that you could see the Edgar Wright touch in a lot of it, that like frenetic directing that's really fun to watch and really well done. But just like, I think just what he was given to work with was not up to snuff. I don't think it matched his ability.
So now, unfortunately, I can no longer say that Edgar Wright has only made movies that I like, because I didn't.
You didn't like it? Well, you didn't hate it.
No, I didn't.
So let's get to the rating.
Let's do it.
All right. So is it a pass, pirate, pay for you?
It's a pirate.
It's a pirate?
Yeah, it's a pirate.
I think it's a pass for me.
Wow.
I think it's a pass.
Yeah, I felt like there was enough good stuff going on that if you watched it, you wouldn't be disappointed. It's a pass.
I left that theater the same way I leave Marvel movies. I completely forgot as soon as I walked out the door.
Yeah, I
completely forgot the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, they can't all be great, I guess.
Nope.
Even Edgar has to miss every once in a while.
Yep. Just don't. I hope that's not his DiCaprio now.
Oh, baby.
That would be terrible.
That would be so.
That would be a real curse.
Gosling. Why wasn't Gosling
would
in
have
this
been
movie?
great in it.
Yeah.
Just straight from Blade Runner over to this.
Yeah.
All right. So should we talk about what we're going to do next week?
Yeah, let's talk about next week.
Next week, we are returning to Oz.
Returning to Oz, you say? We're off to see the wizard?
We're off to see the wizard again. So we are going to do 3 really cool things. We are going to do The Dreamer of Oz.
Okay.
Which is I believe it was made for TV. It's a movie. It's a biopic about L. Frank Baum.
Okay.
Starring Jack Ritter. Is it
John Ritter.
John Ritter?
Yeah.
John Ritter. And then we're going to do the new movie, Wicked.
Wicked for Good.
Wicked for Good. Wicked Part 2. And you and I are going to go on a field trip. To the Sphere. Here in Las Vegas.
Okay. All right.
And see The Wizard of Oz on a massive domed screen.
Okay.
A singular experience.
Oh, that's great.
Can't do that anywhere else but here. And we're going to go do it.
Oh, that sounds exciting. I hope it's terrible so that I can get on the internet as on record on the internet as saying that I'm going to pass on The Wizard of Oz.
All right, well, we'll find out. We will find out soon.
All right, see you next time.
All right, goodbye.
Thanks for tuning in to Past Pirate Pay. This episode was produced by the one and only Andy Morris. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button on your favorite podcast app. We'd hate for you to miss out on all the fun. Curious about where to stream the movies we talked about? Head on over to pastpiratepay.com. We've got everything listed with handy links on where to watch. You can also join the conversation on our Facebook page or stalk our cinematic musings on Letterboxd. Links are on the site. Got a movie or a TV show you think we should review? Fill out the contact form, or this is cool, you can even text us right through the episode player on our website's front page. Thanks again for hanging out with us. Until next time, keep watching, keep rating, and keep it past Pirate Pay.